What things do you always keep in your car? Mints or minty gum? I bet you're the kind of person that when somebody asks you for some minty gum that you say you only have one piece left no matter how much gum you have left. I have a typical Civic but the trunk is always filled as if I were going camping any minute. I'm divorced and I only see my dog 3 times a week for very brief periods of time. Due to commute time, our relationship is being built mostly while I drive. She is unpredictable in her desires when I see her, so I always carry a whole set of clean clothes, 1 towel, 1 blanket, for sitting in the grass or something, an umbrella, 2 pairs of clean socks. I always carry 1 or 2 of her favorite plush toys. She keeps 99% at her mother's but I always carry some for her. I always carry a lot of tools for any contingency, a spare tire, all of them. Nothing is gonna stop me from seeing her or getting late. I always carry a lot of change. I give it to her so she can fill her piggy bank. Sometimes, not always, but often, I also carry a fork, a spoon and maybe a small cup so we can eat in our car. Our small refugee. I carry 1 big bag of Legos, kitty Legos, a coloring book and a set of Crayolas. Only once the heat was so much that the suckers melted, but overall it's nice. I refuse to have any TV or media in my car because it will stop me from talking and interacting with her. Also I'm engineer so I always carry my construction boots. If I need to go to construction site, instead of staying at the office. You sound like a really great father. Props to you for letting nothing stand in the way of seeing your daughter. I wish more people were like you. As someone living in a third world country, bribe money. Lately I have kept a bubble of superheated air that tried to kill me every time I get in my car. I kept that in my old car too. I even tried those reflective things you put in the windshield. It prevented the 3rd degree burns all over my body and only gave me some 3rd degree burns. Condoms. After an extensive analysis I found that my car is the only object almost always guaranteed to be within 100 yards from me. Some emergency car care supplies, jumper cables, fix-a-flat, ice scraper, empty gas can, oil, wiper fluid, antifreeze, cat litter, general stuff, gym bag, sweatshirt, some non-perishable food, powdered drink mix, trash can, $100 dollar bill, fire starter, emergency pint of gas, multi-tool. Napkins. I have 2 Glover boxes which are both filled with napkins. Open my center console and what do you find? More napkins. In the pouch behind the passenger seat there's even more napkins. I can't help myself. I just like to be prepared for messes. No, I don't have kids. Always hated having them clutter up the glove box until the day I had to take a duck on the side of the road. Now I always make sure I keep a good stockpile. Extra blanket or 2, first aid kit with extra latex gloves, jumper cables, bag with an extra change of clothes based on what season it is, reflective vest for potential nighttime breakdowns, rain jacket, condoms, gum, $20 hidden somewhere accessible, flashlight, seatbelt cutter window breaker within reach of the driver's seat, a couple pens, granola bar or 2 in the center console, car charger for my cell, Rand McNally map book, a lighter, ice scraper or 3, those dang things break too easily, and a smelly bag full of Downy Unstoppables my sister made for me. Dang, you're prepared. All I have in my trunk is a mini Christmas tree and a jumbo mug. Empty Doritos bags, cause I eat Doritos in there, and I'm lazy. A dog collar and leash and a flashlight. I once came across a stray dog in the middle of the street as I was driving home on a pitch black rural road. I was lucky enough to be able to pull over and grab the dog before he got hit by a car. He was small enough to pick up. I walked to several of the closest houses to see if they knew whose dog he was. No one knew. So I brought him home and called the local SPCA and was able to reunite him with his owner the very next day. Anyway, it made me think, what if it was a big dog that I couldn't pick up? Would I have been able to help? And a flashlight would have been helpful to approach more of the neighbors' houses. Although this hasn't happened again, I'm prepared if it does. As a dog owner, I like you. Extra fire sauce packets from Taco Bell. They always give you a ton. but sometimes the burnout working the drive-through window forgets, so I save the extras. And whenever I have a cup folder full of them, I won't ask for them. Holy frick, I go to Taco Bell a lot. Towels. I have 4 kids. Umbrella. First aid kit. I know how to use it. Bottled water. Garbage bags. Rope. Fire starter. Blankets. Still have 4 kids. Fold up backpack. To carry kids stuff. Leatherman. Duct tape. Spare fuses and globes. Pens. Paper. Duct tape. I have 4 kids. A baseball bat. And a mitt to justify just in case. Ibuprofen. Floss picks. Hair ties. And what seems like $1 million in loose change. I'm a guy. Definitely hair ties. My girlfriend never has enough and halfway through the day, she'll lose hers. I drive a Jeep. I always keep the following in my car. Jumper cables. Tow strap tool set complete with various screwdrivers, ratchets, sockets, and wrenches. Small hydraulic bottle jack. Case of MTN. Dew. Length of rope. Blanket. Winter gloves. Here in the Midwest it get cold. Gotta be prepared. Not only to help myself but to help others if needed. A window punch. I live in a city divided by a river. A wooden stake. It's been in every car I've ever owned. In the little flap behind the passenger seat. So I can reach it. I whittled it in college, sitting in my cardboard between classes. Obviously this was before smartphones. I used to keep it there because I thought it was funny to be prepared for vampires. But it's become kind of a totem that I transfer to every new car. You need a hammer or mallet to drive the stake in, too. Knife. I feel distinctly unprepared if I don't have a knife within relatively close distance. Got one in my car, under my coffee table, in my upstairs sock drawer. It's not a paranoia thing, mostly. It's just that knives are so useful all the time. Trash. Toilet paper and a big bottle of water. I had to go down way too far to find TP on this page. Shame on you people. Boogers under my seat. I admitted to my dad that there is a booger patch under my driver's seat one night while we were having a couple beers. He's called me Booger Patch ever since. Cologne. Smell good wherever you go. This or deodorant. For those sweaty journeys. Oil. Lots and lots of oil. I drive a rotary. A copy of Boondock Saints. Also some rope. I can't tell you how many times I've wished I had some rope handy. Aside from the obvious essentials, floss, an emergency snack, a flashlight, a towel, various makeup items, emergency cash, perfume, Sonic Picante salsa, a lighter, and my bowl. Smart, I know. First aid kit, warning triangle, high visibility clothing and money for an emergency case. You can solve almost all problems with money. I can't believe money was this far down. I have $50 hidden for emergencies. It's helped me out on multiple occasions. Go to make sure you have a jack roadside assistance is a B. And a few spare commas, just in case. A few boxes of granola bars, to give out to the first homeless person I see. Till they throw it back in your window and say I wanted money, butthole. A bunch of quarters, just in case. A flashlight if it is too spooky outside. A flare if I need to do some Bear Grylls crap. Gallon of water, small tarp. Changing tires in the rain sucks but less with a tarp. Paper and pen, when in an accident you write crap down in case your phone fricks up. Jumper leads emergency jumper starter device. Pack of various fuses. 20 feet of tow rope. Because I have a van, and the seats in the back are folded flat with a mattress on top. I am putting together a go box basically if I need to get away or sleep in the van. A box that slides under the seats out of the way with some stuff I might need. Toilet paper, 5 pack of ramen, 2 cans of baked beans in tomato sauce, 2 packets of plain biscuits, knife and fork, can opener, lighter matches, 2 butane canisters with butane camping stovetop, bottle of hand sanitizer, small camping saucepan with lid. Trying to figure out some more stuff. If you got any ideas? Swiss Army knife, paracord, blanket sleeping bag, flashlight, money, reserve fuel, socks, shoes. Homemade salsa in a small cooler, so then anytime is salsa time. I have a CD of salsa music in my car for the same purpose. Glock 19 and 3 mags. Jumper cables, toe strap, gloves, stocking cap. It's cold here in winter. Alright, checklist time. Blanket and pillow, in case you need to sleep in your car. Small emergency kit, you know, for emergencies. An extra change of work clothes. A case of good beer, always in the trunk, because you never know when you or a group will need a beer. Box of granola bars, either to snack on yourself, or for passengers. Wet wipes, you make the mess, you deal with the mess. Small garbage can to keep things tidy. Cell phone charger and extra battery, just in case. Road maps. I don't care how great GPS is, when you're in the middle of nowhere with no service and no gas station in sight, you're gonna want the road map. Pair of extra sunglasses, and extra pair of regular glasses, if it's bright out, or I find myself night driving and I don't have sun glasses. I'm putting myself and others in danger. Not okay. Sweatshirt, hat and gloves. I live in Minnesota and if my car breaks down, I'm gonna want the extra clothing. Trident original flavor chewing gum. Booklet of gift certificates to fast food restaurants to hand out to homeless people. I give those instead of money because there's really only one thing you can do with them, and that's buy food. A sleeve of good driving music CDs with a variety of everything. A little extra cash in my drop down mirror. Full tactical SWAT gear and an MP5. Just testing if you're still reading. A book for reading if I'm ever stuck somewhere and get bored. A paper map of the US. My dad gave it to me the first time I went to work out of state so that no matter what, I could always find a way home. 4 vehicles and 14 years later and it's still with me even though he isn't. Jumper cables. Good idea. You never know when some double dutch action is going to break out. Plus it's nice to get some cardio whenever you want. The body. I haven't had a good opportunity to dispose of it yet. Duct tape, zip ties, and gloves. I've got to have my tools. Zip ties are great for side of the road repairs to plastic. Say you were in a fender bender and half your bumper is dragging on the road. Zip ties will get you mobile again. Umbrella, tissues, pad and pen pencil, car manual, bed, bath, and beyond coupons. Dental floss, the most versatile survival tool. Stroller, toolbox, first aid kit, more like an ambulance in a bag, event chair, lawn chair, folding into an umbrella chair. .45 handgun and spare change. Handgun. Foam Nerf swords, just in case. The things I'm required to keep around by law. First aid kit, high visibility jacket, breakdown triangle, insurance stuff, and an extra pack of cigarettes. Fire extinguisher. Besides the usual necessities, gum, napkins, etc., I have a really jacked first aid kit. In fact, it's a fully outfitted EMS trauma kit, complete with collars, blood pressure cuff, and a bag mask. Why you ask? Well, it's not so much because I'm super enthusiastic about my job. I'm an EMT. It's more because the one time I've ever witnessed a horrific accident while off duty was the one time I didn't have gloves in my glove compartment. And there is no way you are getting me to touch some rondo's blood. So, if I come fully prepared, then the irony gods will leave me off the hook and I'll never come across another accident again. Aha. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video. Bye for now.